The man behind TV hits such as Queer as Folk and Doctor Who says straight actors should not play gay characters.
Yes, the comments from the screenwriter Russell T Davies come after James Corden was criticised for his portrayal of a gay character in his new film, The Prom.
In this video essay, I'm going to explore the discussion around the casting of LGBT roles in film and television, and explore whether or not casting LGBT actors in LGBT roles can enhance the production value of a TV series or film. I'm going to delve into various aspects of the casting process and explore the arguments made by industry professionals who sit on both sides of the argument. Even in today's presumably open and modern day and age, the opinions expressed by some of the most well-known actors could be shocking to some. LGBT roles have long been part of the TV and film industry. However, there has recently been calls for these roles to be more representative of the LGBT community. Films and TV series are littered with outdated stereotypes of a two-dimensional flamboyant gay persona, with these roles often serving a comedic purpose to be laughed at. Such stereotypes are, on the whole, now being avoided in modern productions, who are making efforts to put LGBT actors in more prominent and story-driven roles, setting aside their sexuality. But what do I mean by stereotype? According to the Collins Dictionary, a stereotype is a fixed general image or set of characteristics that a lot of people believe represent a particular type of person or thing. So what happens when it goes wrong? Well, that's what happened when comedian Jack Whitehall came under fire when he had to revoice his role in Disney's film Jungle Cruise, with his performance being branded as stereotypically gay. One argument for casting roles gay for gay, as Russell T Davies put it, is that LGBT actors can bring lived experiences to their characters, thus bringing an authenticity to the production that a straight actor could not. The idea is that actors who have these personal connections to their characters often portray them with increased depth, leading to an emotional resonance that is hard to replicate. Nothing could be truer than trans roles being played by trans actors. For instance, Elliot Page, whose character in Netflix's Umbrella Academy went through the very same transition that he had just done.
So since the show started, you, as an actor, came out as trans, and then your character also came out as trans. Were these conversations that you got to have with the writers about the journey that your character took, having lived that experience yourself?
Yeah, it was, and really with Steve Blackman, the showrunner of Umbrella, who's just...
Another recent example of great LGBT casting and representation is the trans character Terry in Baby Reindeer, portrayed by trans actor Nava Mao, where the show depicted the struggles the character lived through, whilst also presenting her as a three-dimensional person with feelings. The character added depth to the lead role's struggles, instead of sitting in an external storyline to the main plot. Openly trans actors playing trans roles is something now practiced in UK soaps, such as Hollyoaks with their 2015 casting of Annie Wallace as teacher Sally St. Clair, EastEnders casting of Riley Carter Millington as Kyle, and Emmerdale's Ash Palmisciano in the role of Matty. However, Palmisciano hit headlines when he spoke of the darker side of being an openly trans actor in the public domain, stating that playing a trans man role on TV as an actor, it's been a dream come true, but as a human it's come with some difficulties now because I'm open to society's prejudice qualities. Going on to reveal, I've been beaten in the streets until I can't stand or see. This backs up the theory that many LGBT actors may not wish to play LGBT roles in film and television for fear of public persecution. But why else might an LGBT actor not wish to take on an LGBT role? A 2013 study conducted by Williams Institute and SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, found that 31% of union performers believe that casting directors are biased towards LGBT entertainers. It also showed that 37% of union performers believe that producers and directors are biased against LGBT entertainers. But why could that be? What is stopping casting directors seeing LGBT actors for LGBT roles? We've talked about what can be gained from casting LGBT actors in these roles, but are there any obstacles standing in the way of doing this? Because it sounds really straightforward, right? When a big LGBT role comes up, cast the net out for well-known LGBT actors and get that authentic representation on screen. Simple. Well, that's not always the case.
You know, there's the film part, which means that a person like Troy or Xavier Dolan or Cherry Jones, they need to be right for their part and they need to be excellent actors, because I'm looking for a caliber of an ensemble that all feel like they're part of the same movie and they're all quality people. The business part of it says that it helps to have Russell Crowe and Nicole Kidman play the parents, because they're great and they're wonderful for who they have to play, but they also are going to bring a cachet to the film. It's very important for me on a representation level to make sure that, you know, there are people in front of the camera and behind the camera who are representative of the LGBTQ community. It helps if one of those people also is Troye Sivan and he happens to be perfectly of the right age and the right kind of actor to play his part.
Chiming in on the argument that gay celebrities may not be big enough to finance a film when discussing LGBT casting with Deadline magazine, Russell T Davies said that the moment you need to cast a star to raise money, that's going to be hard. There are lots of gay actors. There are lots of out gay actors. There are lots of out gay successful actors, but ones who raise money are hard to find. One such actor has gone on record stating that he feels his career has been stifled as a result of being openly gay in the industry. Rupert Everett does not believe that rules should be made that might mean that only LGBT actors can play LGBT, as does that mean that in fairness, LGBT actors can only play LGBT roles? He believes that many straight actors have played gay roles brilliantly. There are concerns amongst the debate that any formal industry measures on the casting of LGBT roles could limit the careers of LGBT actors, as Everett has stated. It does seem time that the LGBT community receives a more accurate representation of its diversity, instead of the two-dimensional supporting funny men. Davies' series It's a Sin is not the only example of critical acclaim as the result of LGBT storytelling. The same can be said of 2016 film Moonlight, which was praised for its authentic portrayal of a gay African-American man. However, in this cast, a straight actor played the lead. This opened up an important subject about allyship, a space also occupied by straight actor Daniel Radcliffe, who is an outspoken advocate for LGBT rights and took on an LGBT role in Kill Your Darlings.
Find where love hides. Give. Share. Lose. Lest we die.
However, it is interesting that there are many celebrities who are backing the debate. When it aired, the TV series Glee received mixed reactions. While it was praised for bringing LGBT teen characters like Kurt and Blaine into the mainstream, some critics argued that it relied on stereotypes. Darren Criss, who is well known for playing popular LGBT characters Blaine Anderson in Glee, and Andrew Cunanan in the assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. Criss was reported as saying that he will never again play a gay character, stating that he didn't want to be another straight boy taking on a gay man's role. In conclusion, it's clear that the casting of LGBT actors in LGBT roles definitely can have its advantages in a creative sense, and could thus lead to enhanced production value by promoting authentic representation, fighting against stereotypes, and offering a more diverse representation of the LGBT community by dispelling stereotypes. However, it does seem that the power of celebrity pull, known as an actor's bankability, is still playing a strong hand in casting decisions.